Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. How have you guys been? Oh my god, it's been a minute, you guys. I am back like I never left, by the grace of God. Okay, I hope to be coming on here as often as possible. So you guys, today we're going to be talking about something very, very, very important. Something I think if you pay attention, you would really learn from. So we're going to be having it as a gist. That is why I would appreciate your comments after you watch this video. I would appreciate you liking it and appreciate you sharing this video to family and friends. So guys, we're not just going to be having this gist alone, but we have a special guest with us today. So put your hands together as we welcome her.
Hello. My name is Precious Ijoma Kalio on YouTube as Ijoma Kalio. I'm also a Christian content creator and YouTuber. I make videos concerning vulnerability, purity, and truth. I talk about things that are often not talked about in Christianity.
Okay guys, so the topic we are going to be talking about today is comparison. I think it's something that we should be aware happens or have happened at some point to everyone. I wrote here that comparison makes you lose yourself. How true is that statement, or what would you say concerning that?
I think that's a very good statement because comparison, what is comparison, right?
Yeah.
Comparison means that you are constantly looking at other people to measure your life, or you're looking at other people, comparing yourselves with them, right? So obviously you will lose yourself because you are focusing on other people constantly instead of focusing on yourself. So I believe it's very easy to just lose your personality, lose who you truly are because you are constantly looking at other people.
They could now even be like a standard for you, right? For example, what they have in their life or what they are doing is what you would think should be happening with you as well.
Yeah.
And then you are not focusing on who you are or what you ought to be doing.
It's not bad to look at other people and feel encouraged to do more.
I think that's the word.
Yes. But I believe that it's also a bit tricky when you start looking down on yourself because that person has achieved so many more things.
People actually have this mindset of when people are succeeding, it seems as if I'm a failure. Right? Or not until I see somebody also failing, I would never know that I'm winning. Do you know this thing of I have to see to know? I have to see somebody to know my own state.
Yeah.
If the person is failing, then I'm succeeding. Or if the person is succeeding, then I'm failing automatically, and that is not true.
Yeah, it's just like with exams, right? Imagine you had a 6 over 100, 60 over 100.
Yeah.
You feel like you did terribly, but because the rest of your classmates had 40 over 100, 30 over 100, you now feel like, oh wow, I'm not that bad, I'm actually better than.
Like you saw somebody that was under before you now felt, oh, you did.
But I believe the thing would be now, what is our own standard? What do we measure our lives?
What are you okay with?
Yes. Like, because no matter who you look at, you feel like you're ahead of some people or you are behind some people. So what is the standard? What should we be looking at?
I think that leads me to the next point. I wrote that here as well, that we may be called into the same field but called differently.
I heard this from someone who said that because we are different, like different doesn't mean better than, right? It's like we are different. You are color red and color blue. It doesn't mean color blue or color red is better than the other. We are just different. But nowadays, that people say men and women are equal. Like men and women are not equal. They are different, but it doesn't mean the man is better or the woman is better than the other. It's just different ways of functioning.
I also wrote another point that we may be born of the same parents, but born with different capacities. Right? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah. Yes, because everybody's brain is different. The way God created each person is different. It might take you 2 hours to study one subject. It might take me 30 minutes. I actually don't believe it's because I'm better or the other person is not better than. It's just different, right? But I believe both of them can reach to the same destination. Just so for one person it will take more time and for the other person it will take less time. but
And
we
now-
can't reach there.
Yes, and now the person that maybe you need more time, then put in more work.
Yeah.
Right? Don't say, oh, because it comes easy for this person.
Let me put in the same amount.
Let me
of
put
effort.
exactly. We may be in the same circle, but may not all celebrate at the same time. And that doesn't automatically make anyone a failure. Because I got married before you does not make you a failure.
Yeah.
Or because I got a car before you, but we are in the same circle. We are all together. So I think understanding that we may not all celebrate at the same time. Because if all of us are celebrating, then who is going to celebrate with each other? Like, I don't know how to put this, but like, I think this thing is timing, right? I'm celebrating today. Tomorrow it can be you. So let's celebrate the one that is celebrating today. Then tomorrow, everybody cannot or will not celebrate at the same time.
Yes, everybody has like different timings.
Yes.
I always like that example of Mary, the mother of Jesus, and Elizabeth, the mother of John the Baptist. Mary could have the mother of John the Baptist could have said, "Oh, I'm so behind. Look at this woman. She's so young. She just gave birth. God when." But the thing is, it was perfect timing for both of them. It's not that Mary was too early or Elizabeth was too late. It was just that it was divinely orchestrated that both of them would give birth at this time for a specific reason. So I feel like when we stop looking at other people to measure whether we are behind and we start looking at God and saying, I'm in God's perfect timing. Because I believe that as a believer, if you are a true Christian surrender to God, you cannot miss it in life, or you cannot fail. Let's just put it, you can't fail. So if you know you're in God's perfect timing, doesn't matter whether that person has achieved I don't know how many things. My timing is different. It might be that person's time of blossom is my time to, take roots. Maybe I'm still taking roots. I always say this. Imagine somebody wants to become a plant and I want to become a tree. That means they will take small roots before they'll start becoming that plant. But me that wants to become a tree, I have to take years to take roots and roots and roots before I now grow into that big tree. So because you see somebody rejoicing or blossom, how can I put it? Manifesting now does not mean that you are behind. Your time of manifestation may be in the future.
I think I wrote down here, that takes me to the next point. I really love how this conversation is going, right? I wrote here that a mindset to build, because it may not be automatic, right? Because this comparison thing, it can just happen. You'll be like, oh, you can find yourself comparing yourself, right? But when you constantly build this mindset of, I believe God while I do my best. I believe God while I do my best. That keeps you focused on God and what He has made you or what He has sent you to do. Trying to do more than you were made for because of another person is death.
Yeah.
And I put the word death because you could still be living, breathing, but you are gone because you're trying to live a life of another. That's not what you're called to do.
Yeah.
That's not what you are called to do. So, because that's what comparison is, you are looking at this other person as this standard. What makes you feel that is the standard? What makes you feel at age 25 you must be married? Who says so? Right? Or because my friend got married at that age, I should be married. So there's the pressure when I'm about to complete 25 to get married.
Yeah. I believe that's what comparison does. It puts pressure, and anything done under pressure, as you said, is death.
Yeah.
Even King Saul, they asked him not to offer a sacrifice, but because of the people around him, pressure, everything, he went and did what he was not supposed to do, and he missed it as king of Israel. So imagine what pressure can lead you to do, as you said, living another person's life.
Yes.
But the thing is, our destinies are different. Maybe that person is manifesting that because of one specific person, but you are still taking risks for a person that you meet in the next 10 years or so. So if you know that my pathway is different,
I think that's now the thing, knowing that we are different people, called for different assignments, right? The thing is just to keep your eyes on Jesus, the one that has sent you, the one that has made you. Because that is how you will know your true self. I said this thing one time, that knowing Jesus is knowing yourself. It's after you know Jesus, you will not get to even know who you are truly. Right? But if you use other people as standards, as the standard, you will miss it in life. You will miss it in destiny. Right? What would you say concerning this age mate thing? I wrote here that Jesus is the standard, not my age mates, friends, colleagues, we would usually hear this thing of age mates, oh my age mate, oh my, you get to say, oh, I have to get this thing done now. I wanted to also mention something about comparison, that it also can lead you to jealousy, but I think that's another whole topic. But let's focus on the comparison first, because it's true that it can lead you to even become jealous of the person that just got a car, not knowing that you could get your own car tomorrow, right? Yeah. But yeah, let's focus on the age mate thing. What do you think?
I feel like the age mate thing is more of like a culture thing, or even our parents. Mostly when we grow up, oh, look at your age mate, or if that person, maybe you got 9 over 10, the person got 10 over 10. They'll be like, does that person have two heads? So like, comparison starts from when we are even little. They'll be like, see, your sister is doing this, you too do it. See your... And the thing is,
there's something to work on. That's why I use the word even build a mindset, because it may even take time, but
so it begins with us, and let us not put that comparison on our children. Also, that's why it's very important not to. Even with my brother, I'm just like, sometimes I'm like, I'm tempted to say, don't you see your age mate is doing this, or your, but I'm like, he's not them, because then you start comparing. If the person is better, your child will have low self-esteem. If the person is worse, your child will now start having pride. So I feel like it's...
You just said something there. Yeah. 2 Corinthians 10 verse 12b, ESV version says, but when they measure themselves by one another and compare themselves with one another, they are without understanding. Other versions use that they are not wise. You know, people that compare themselves with themselves are not wise. So this thing is biblical. This thing is the word of God. We are not to compare ourselves. Now, we can be tempted in some seasons in our lives to compare, or to just feel that, oh, we are failing because of people that we see, but that is not true. They that compare themselves with themselves are not wise. So it is wisdom not to compare yourself with another person. It is wisdom to stay focused on your path. I wrote here that walk your own path at your own pace and with purpose. You know, and then to end this, I wrote that comparison may whisper that you are late or less. But the truth is, your journey is yours alone. I don't think all of us have the same, how do I put this word? Now, we may be heading towards the same direction, because as believers, we have one purpose, right? Which is to know Jesus and make Jesus known. But in different ways. It's not the same road or path. Do you understand what I'm saying? Every step, every season, every effort matters. Because I'm crawling and the other person is walking, and then there's another person that is running, we all are making movements. We are moving, but at different levels or different pace. Do you understand? But we are moving. Nobody is stopped. So I see the person running now, and I'm saying, no, I have to run. What if I can't run at this point of my life? Or I'm not supposed to even run? Because there are seasons you are to walk. There are seasons the Lord will ask you, run.
I also wanted to say that many times when we compare ourselves, we assume as if that age mate that you are seeing that just got a car, how did they get it? Right? It's like we are always saying, oh, see, this person got a car, this person got a new house. Maybe it's Yahoo they were doing, but you are comparing yourself.
You did not see the full picture, and then you just, it's results. But there's how people get what they get.
And the thing is, I realize that Christianity in itself, the journey is, if you are going to be truthful, like you are going to be a person that has integrity. The journey may be slow, it may be long, but it's true, right? People say that the way to hell is very easy, quick, very easy to just do Yahoo, get your car, get this, sharp. But then anything that you get very quickly, it will disappear very quickly, right? Anything that you get instantly will disappear instantly. But the way of Christ, even though it's difficult, the narrow way, even though it's narrow, even though it's hard, like, it is sure, it will last forever. And the thing is, many people are trying all kinds of means through the devil just because they are comparing themselves with their classmates. And the thing is, again, don't compare yourself. Focus on your own path. You said the people who compare themselves, they lack understanding. It's a lack of knowledge, understanding of what God has said about you.
One thing about walking at your pace, or walking in what God will have you walk in, is the peace that comes with it. Because when you start comparing, you want to be like somebody else, you will no longer have peace. You will lose your peace. Now that person may have gotten what they got in 5 days. And because you saw the result, you did not see the person's process.
Yeah.
So now you're trying to get that same thing that person got in 2 days.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So you will lose your peace. It's not the same thing. So you just saw the result, you did not see process, and the result now is putting unnecessary pressure on you.
Yeah.
Or let me use another example of marriage. Oh, this person bought a car for the wife, or this person is being very mushy with the husband.
Huge flowers.
Didn't you see what they posted online? But one thing is what they posted online. Another thing is their reality at home. So you can be saying, I want a husband like this person, or I want a wife like this person, or I want a home like this. You know, you actually just saw 2 minutes of their life, and you are wishing for their whole life because of that 2 minutes. Now they may just come and put that up to appear good, and you are saying, I want a home like that. What if God gives you the total package of that home?
There's something I even told myself. I would never say I wish to be this person,
or I wish to have a kind of person,
or I wish to have a mom like this, or I wish to have a dad like God has blessed me with the kind of home I have. I would never wish to be anybody else, because you don't know what
is going on. The thing is just to focus on God, focus on yourself, and just have this peace that God gives when you are focused on Him. Because when you are focused on Him, you will lose your peace, you will lose yourself, which is what we mentioned before, that comparison makes you lose yourself. So thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate.
I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. So thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I would want to see your comments. I hope you like this video and share with family and friends. If you've not yet subscribed to this channel, please do so. I would love to have you become part of this family. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.